So everybody knows who Bigfoot is, right? And I say who because everybody knows that Bigfoot is Cain from the Bible, the Old Testament. We've already covered this. Well, apparently, not everybody knows this because I came across a video the other day that said Cain was locked up by the Vatican. Still thousands of years old, but instead of being Bigfoot walking around forever, he's locked up in the Vatican. And I called bullshit. And why do I think he's Bigfoot? Because a Mormon told me so. Let me catch you up. In 1835, a respected Mormon leader named David W. Patton was riding his horse through the backwoods of Tennessee. He was all alone, it was about sundown, and the trail was empty. Except it wasn't empty. There was somebody standing in the path, except it wasn't somebody. It was an animal, except it wasn't an animal. It was both. Patton described it as the size of a giant, covered completely head to toe with hair and eyes that glowed red. And if this wasn't a weird enough scene, Patton said that he felt grief emanating from the presence of this creature, or person, or whatever the heck. Patton stops his horse. The figure didn't move. He didn't growl. It just stood there, staring at him. And then it spoke. And what happened next was written down word for word in Mormon history. The creature said, "My name is Cain." He claimed that he had been cursed by God thousands of years ago after killing his brother Abel, condemned to walk the earth alone forever. Patton was stunned, and rightly so, because this creature that's standing in front of him has just told him that I'm Cain from the Old Testament. I'm sure you've read about me. The being explained that he longed for death, but he couldn't die. He said that his pain was endless and that he had no home. Then Patton began to pray, and as he did, Cain screamed. Bigfoot screamed. You get it. Not in rage, though, in agony. And then he vanished into the forest without making a sound. That encounter right there became a part of Mormon lore. Some Mormons are going to say, I've never heard of this. Others are going to say, yeah. This man Patton wasn't just a fringe believer. He was a trusted apostle of the early Latter-day Saints church. And this wasn't just any story. It was the origin of a theory that still exists to this day, that Cain never died, that he walks the earth, and that he has become something completely different, something that we now call Bigfoot. Think about it. Bigfoot is always alone, massive in size, covered in hair. He doesn't build homes. He doesn't gather in tribes. He wanders. He avoids people, and he appears and then vanishes. Forests, deserts, mountains, but never in the same place twice. There's never more than just one figure, one presence, one being. Always watching, always suffering. And here is where it gets stranger. In Mormon scripture, specifically the book of Moses, found in the Pearl of Great Price, Cain wasn't just cursed. He also makes a pact with Satan. He becomes what is called Master Mahan and is given secret knowledge to destroy others for personal gain. He becomes the prototype for evil man and possibly more than man. I'm just repeating what I've read, all right? So what if the curse was literal? What if Cain was transformed into a creature of the wilderness, immortal, burdened, feared, and still out there, still wandering, still hiding in places that we don't go after dark, most of us? Skeptics all call it folklore, urban legends, but believers, they say it explains everything. Why Bigfoot has human-like intelligence, why he's never been caught, why there's only one, because he's not an animal, he's a man with a curse. And if that's true, if Cain is real, then every blurry sighting, every broken branch, every eerie cry in the night isn't just a mystery of nature. It's the echo of Eden, the footsteps of the first sinner, the man who could never die, still walking among us, trying to disappear, but never quite allowed to. Damn it, man.